Welcome to the Push Power to Power show with your host, Jesus Ortiz. How you doing, everybody, man? I hope everybody's having a blessed and amazing Friday. Damn, can y'all believe it's Friday? Can you believe it's Friday? Damn, can't believe it, dude. Like, what was it? Monday, I was thinking it was Wednesday. Not today, it's Friday, and I know it's Friday. Man, hold on a second, guys. No distractions with this. There he goes. Man, I'm blessed to have this man right here, Mr. Armando Ramirez. I hope y'all read the title. Said, who is Armando Ramirez? Man, I just recently met him. It's been 2 months here with me in the office, and he works here. And it's just amazing how the vibe and everything that we got, guys. So I hope that you're ready, that you're sitting down or wherever you're at. I hope you're not driving and watching this. I hope not. Stop, right? Stop and please don't, but wherever you at, be ready, we got water, get your whiskey, it's Friday, whatever you out there, you get ready. I'm about to set my intro and let's get ready for the Push Power to Power show. Woo! And we're here. We're back. I hope everybody's ready. Like I said, man, I love this, man. It's like y'all can feel the damn energy. If y'all can, like, to me, this is not work. This is not a hobby. It's my purpose. It's my destiny. Every single one of you have that. Every single one of you. It's in you. It takes time. And you'll find, I cannot explain it to you how I feel sitting here, being in here at this moment with him. Not only with him, because I met him and I felt that vibe, and not only with him, but everybody that he works with. It's just a positive, and they're there for you, and what do you need, and this. And you don't get that through a lot of people, man. You don't. I mean, you meet people and they're fake. And I don't know, I don't know if he knows, but you can feel that, the fakeness. The energy, like, man, they might tell you some shit, some this and that. But it's not, you'll find it out later from somebody else, and you're like, what the fuck? Why didn't they told me at the beginning? I'm not gonna judge you. I'm not gonna be mad at you, but be straight to the point. Let me know if you're gonna work with me. You don't. How can we help each other? How can I help you? How we can collaborate? Everything about life is building relationship, building connections. I learned that. I know he learned that too, man. But we all go through the experiences, man. Shit. I know that at the beginning, I used to be going to events and stuff, and I wanted to just sell and shit, just not knowing who you are. Just an example, like, hey, my name is Jesus, man, I do this, blah, 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 blah. And I'm trying to get, out of the 30 people, I said, I got to talk to the 30 people. And what? For what, right? I mean, I didn't even get no numbers. I didn't get nothing because they were like, who the hell is this? It's like, he just wants to get get paid and this. No, you gotta be a relationship. But I didn't know, man. I was new. It's like everybody else. Until somebody pulls you in and tells you, hey, dude, you're doing this shit wrong. And I was like, what am I doing wrong? Like, come here. You got time Tuesday, lunch? So yeah. And then that's how it started, man. He started, that guy, he started giving me tips. I don't even remember his name, dude. But thank God that he told me, the ways, like, that's not how you do it, dude. No one's gonna. Why would you want to talk to all of them? They're never gonna, nothing's gonna happen. They're not gonna call you back because you're not knowing their name. And then he asked me, "What were the first 2 people? Do you remember their names?" I was like, "Hell no." I was like, "No." I was like, "The fuck? Do they think that they're gonna do business with you when you didn't even ask their name?" And all of that, like, no. And it's like, you gotta go out there and create yourself. You're your personality. You don't even mention none of your business, none of that. Just leave it. And then I started learning, man. I started doing that, dude. And I started just leaving like a movie, like a preview. It's like, all right, and talk to them and tell them a little bit of, like we talk about stories. Right. And then right when I'm looking around and leaving, they're like, hey, wait. Like, you didn't even tell me what you do. Boom. And I started doing that, and I started connecting, and I started making those relationships. They're like, hey, man, let me take you out for dinner. Let me take you out for lunch. And we'll go out there. And then right there, that's when they started asking, so what do you do? So how did you get to this? And I started learning that through years. And then I just mastered that shit. Right. And it's unbelievable. And I help others too. Because when I go to events, the same shit. There's somebody out there that used to be me, and they're starting and they're doing the same thing. Right. And I love it. But hey, guys, enough of me, man. Fuck, man. I ain't come for me. We're here for Armando. And man, I'm telling you, man, you're gonna hear from him. I mean, when I met him, and maybe he'll sing something for you, man. It's the Slim Shady 2020. Slim Shady. Where you at, Slim Shady? Woo! Yeah, man. When I heard him sing, and I showed that video to my mom, he's like, that boy can rap. No way. Yeah, I showed it to her 2 days ago. She's like, that boy can rap. So your mom said hi. And I know he's from Mexico. I'm like, damn, he's born and raised here. But his family and everybody's out there from Mexico, are they? That's right. See, that's right.
My dad's from Monterrey, Mexico City. My mom's family originally is from Monterrey, Mexico. Woo! The roots, the bloodline is definitely Spanish Mexican. You have a little Spaniard in there, but 100% Mexican.
So the title says, "Who is Mike Jones?" Nah. Who is Armando Ramirez? So I want to hear a little bit about you. Tell me a little, because I know we've been talking left and right here and up in your office, and you getting to know me and my little stories, and I'm getting to know your little stories. Yep. And that's how it is, man. You build relationships, you know that stories, and that's what creates us as humans, man. Just that experience. I mean, why would you rather go negative when you still gotta pay your rent and everything? Just go the way that you're happy, positive. I know that not all day we're gonna wake up positive, but you gotta find a way to go that route and make sure that you're that, oh man, with that energy. Because if you go the other way, it's still the same shit. But you're just creating your bad momentum, and then you're pushing it to others, and then you mess up everybody's day. I'm like, hell no, I don't want that. But I'll leave the mic for you.
No, you know, Jesus, thank you so much for introduction. Really, you're the one that needs the big introduction. This guy's the king, super great guy, super talented, doing big things, on his way to bigger things and bigger things there on after. I just got to say, thank you for having me on the show. It's an honor to be here today. Latino to Latino, Latinos helping Latinos out. But I'll just say, you know, Jesus, you definitely hit the hammer on the nail when you said about building relationships. I think it's always relationship first, right? With integrity, kindness, friendships, and business follows. You can't be pursuing the business account or just to close a deal, because it's going to come off as fake. It's going to come off unreal. It's going to come off unnatural. So relationship first, and business follows.
Yeah,
it's a natural progression.
Oh yeah.
You know, so you know, you definitely hit the hammer on the nail on that one.
Hey guys, the ones that I've seen since we're live, I see asking questions, not asking questions, but saying hello. It says Facebook user. So when you're out there watching me, I click the button where I can see your picture and put you here, because if I put you right now, there's no picture, but I know who you are. But that's what Stringer does, you know. It tells you when I go live, hey, if you're there, press the button here so I can see you. So do that, guys, so I can actually put you here. I'm still gonna put you with no face, but thank you that you're here watching us live. And I'm blessed to have them here. And then, I mean, there's going to be more out there sitting down there. That's why I created the show. I said, man, I want to have people that are from startups, CEOs, anybody that has that power, that energy, that they want to make a dent in the world. And there's a lot of people out there that want to do that. It don't matter if you're up top to the bottom. I'm here for you, man. So we can spread that love, spread that right. And you're here in the podcast. That's why it's called a push. Power to power, because I'm pushing power to Armando, as he will push power to me, even though I don't know, he's doing that. And I know other people are doing that. And that's the best way. That's connection, collaboration, man.
That's it. You know, and like you just said, love, really love's the only thing that exists on this universe, on this plane, right, on this dimension that we live on. You know, I come from nothing. I don't come from money. I come from the gutter. I had great parents. Phenomenal mother, excellent father. Have two siblings, older sister and a younger brother. They're already adults as well. But I come from nothing. But I've always had this passion to do something, and along the way, I've learned to do what I want to do is really it's transformed to helping others, and helping others, and truly in the heart of wanting to do good for others. It's where the blessing opens, the door opens for the miracles to happen. I sit in front of you today. I have felt a lot, Jesus, multiple times, more than I have succeeded, if you can even call it that. But I felt miserably, horribly, painfully, to the point where there's been times I don't want to, not this point, but I haven't wanted to carry on or keep moving forward. I felt like I was done. I was crushed. I was defeated. I was in pain. I was depressed. I was down and out. I don't want to do this anymore. I've had conversations where I get to that point and I just say, hey, God, listen, I'm really tired. I don't know if you have something for me. I believe you do. I have a sense that you do. But at this point right now, I'm really giving up. And I don't want to keep going. And it's that pain, which is deep, that can either make you or break you at that point. Hopefully it makes you, and that's what it tends to do. Because hope and faith is the only perpetual fuel that's going to move you past in those seasons. And because it's a season in your life, and that season's there for a purpose to mold you, to grow you into the person that the world needs you to be, the person you came here to be, because you need to shine light onto others that are going through that dark night of the soul, are going through that depression, are going through a lot of pain, are going through a season in their life where they no longer want to live, they no longer want to keep pushing forward, they have no more hope, no more faith. But it's in those times, in your deepest moments, when you feel that everything's done, and that there's no higher power that exists, and you're done. It's then, and only then, when you truly become and pull out the greatness in your soul and come into fruition for your life's purpose. Because we all have one. We're all here for a reason. Everyone's is different. But the ultimate purpose is about love. Because remember, that's the only thing that exists. Whether in business or not, or this and the other, the ultimate goal is spreading love, helping one another out, and pulling one another up when another one is going through their season of turmoil and their season of lessons and their season of pain and not understanding. But again, that's just there to grow the soul, wake up the DNA, your spirit DNA, to what you're supposed to do, and connect you to guidance of higher dimensions, higher realms, guidance of heavenly vibrations, I would say.
There's a question I got that when I was talking to Orion, and I was like, how did you meet Armando? And he's like, dude, I was in church, and I want to hear from you, because he said, yeah, I was in church, and this dude came to me and he said, I want to learn about the wholesaling. And I don't remember if he said that wholesaling or the real estate. And he said that you came to him a lot of times, and you 1, 2, 3, many times, until you said, I really got to do this. But he just told me a little bit about it. So in my mind, so I got to ask Armando, what is it that because that meant to be that, like we're doing right here, it meant to be, this meant to happen. The same way I'm meeting Orion and now working with Orion, that meant for him to be. And then it was in church. So I wanted to hear that little part of that story. Like, how did that happen? Did you just went up to him, or?
Great question. So, like you just said, before I elaborate on the story, everything is in synchronicity, and everything happens in divine timing. Okay, whether you're going through that bad season, the great season, it doesn't matter. Everything's happening for you, not to you, to make you who you're supposed to be. So, about Orion, that was in a season in my life. I was already doing investments, a bit on my own, and with some other colleagues of mine. But it was a very dark time in my life, coming out of a dark hole, and I was going to church, and I had joined this men's class, where the reason I joined, funny story, it's not the only reason, but at the end of this 12-month course, you're awarded a sword if you graduate, and they indoctrinate you. And I thought that was interesting to me. But more interesting than that was the principles of becoming the man that God needs you to be, that He brought you here to be. And what is that? I said, I think I'm missing some of these principles, some of this wisdom. Because I like to say I don't know everything. I live as a student. I know nothing. I'm learning every day. I don't think I'm the smartest by far. I just like to learn from everybody, and I'm always having an open ear and an open heart to accept good wisdom. But that time I had joined, it was the first day in class. I showed up. I was going through what I was going through, and I was searching for something bigger, something better, something that can give me a reason of why, because I just didn't understand in that season. And so I go to church, join this class. It's our first day in class, and there's a booklet that you have to you have for that course, raising man, or becoming the man as God wants you to be. And so during that season, it was a rough time as well, right? And so I met this guy. I seen him across the chairs. We were sitting in a group, and ended up being Orion, like he shared with you a bit. And like I said, I was doing wholesaling already, but when I saw this gentleman, it resonated with me. My intuition just told me, this guy's a wholesaler. He's an investor. Long story short, I didn't have my wallet with me that day, and I didn't know we had to purchase this book. And so we're in class, and Orion was there. It's the first time I met Orion, and great energy, just such a gentleman, good-hearted spirit, great guy all around. He's a phenomenal individual. Carries a lot of light in him, and he shares a lot of the gospel, and he's just very influential. But when I met him, I felt like this guy's a wholesaler. And during that time, they said, "Hey, we need these books to get started." I said, "Oh man, I didn't bring my wallet. I didn't know we had to." And I didn't know Orion, but Orion said, "Hey, don't worry about it. He needs to get him one." And I said, "Hey, you don't have to do that." And he was like, "Oh no, hey, no problem. I got you." So I accepted the blessing, right? Don't push a blessing away. Somebody wants to feed you. Somebody wants to gift you something. As long as it's for a good reason and for a good cause, and accept the gift. If you don't accept good gifts, you're blocking miracles. It's something you'll learn along the way. And so he bought me that book for that course that day. And we got it, and we had our first class that evening. And the whole time I was very intrigued with Orion. And walking out, we bumped courses again at the front door of the church on our way out. And I pulled him to the side, and I said, "Hey," he said, "What's up, brother?" And I said, "I really appreciate you doing that." He said, "Oh, don't worry about it." And I said, "No, I really do." At the time, he didn't know what I was going through, the depression and the pain and all of that stuff that happens in a certain season in our life. But at that door, sharing that conversation, I also said, "Hey, you're an investor, aren't you?" And he said, "Yeah, I am." "How'd you know?" I said, "Well, I didn't, but I had intuition about it. I felt like you were." And we had a small conversation that time. We crossed paths in the house of the Lord. And, 2 or 3 weeks later, he invited me over to his office. And he had an office over at Harwin.
Oh,
Harwin, here in Houston. Harwin's a street for people who are watching this abroad. And he invited me one time, and I went to go visit him, and it was just him by himself in an office, and he was grinding. He was doing turning cold calls into gold calls, right? And a funny fact about Orion is actually somebody who used to work for Grant Cardone.
Yeah. Sorry about interrupting you.
Go ahead.
He's gonna be sitting there. I know that he's been really busy, and I know that I promoted it last time, and people were ready to watch him. But sometimes I was telling the audience that sometimes you get those calls that you weren't expected to put it in your calendar, and they're important, and you gotta let them. It's gold. It's like a meeting maybe it was a month ago, and that happened. So I told him, hey, don't worry about it. He still wants to be in here. He wants to create his own show, so I'm gonna help him do that. So you meet him next week. I'll have him sitting there though. Go ahead. Sorry.
Absolutely. Yeah, no. So Orion, he has a great story as well, and I'm sure he'll share his story on this show with Mr. Jesus, the great podcast king here and media guy. But he has a great story. I won't share his story. I think it's his story to share, but I'll share a bit about a little bit about everything that's happened. Anyway, so he worked for Grant Cardone in his late 20s out in Miami. And he picked up a lot of techniques, a lot of persuasion skills and negotiation skills, and he really built his character in that time. And so that's when I met him, right? About 2.5-3 years ago now. So we had this conversation after that first day of class, and I said, "You're an investor." He said, "Yes, I am." Like I said, I was doing a bit of that, but with another group of people, and we exchanged phone numbers. And so, like I said, about 2-3 weeks later, he invited me, "Hey, man, come check me out at my office." He had a small office at the time in Harwood. I went to go visit him, and it was just him, headset on, and turning cold calls into gold calls. And he said, "Man, we could do this, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada." I said, okay. And it still just wasn't right in my mind. I was still going through that dark shadow, dark night of the soul, right? So I wasn't right, but I was struggling mentally with my own demons. But we crossed paths, house of the Lord, and we came together 3 months later. I went to visit him again, and it was a brief encounter again. And I went to see him again, made a few calls with him, and again, it just wasn't the right time. 3, 4, 6 months later, I see him again. This is in the new year of the next year. Go over to his house, and he's like, "Armando," and "Orion." And we talk again. He invited me over. I said, "What you doing?" He's working from here now. Did a few more calls. That first day I was there, I closed something on the phone in an hour or less. Not to brag, but just trying to elaborate on the purpose and divine encounters with people that are here, destined to be on your life path, right?
Oh, yeah.
To get you where you need to be. And so I had that brief encounter with him again, and that was in the new year of 2020, before we've had all this destruction and turmoil and heavy energy around the world with what's going on that we all know. I don't need to elaborate.
No.
And so that was in January of 2020. Now, I depart again. We depart ways again. But I always felt something unique about that guy, Orion, the gentleman. And he felt the same about me. And so all year goes by. I think we reached out to each other, whether he reached out to me first or I reached out to him first, back in April of this year, when everything was starting, this epidemic, pandemic, right? And he was a little stressed out. The title companies, title companies were, everything was shutting down, right? The world didn't know what was going to happen. Everybody's scared. They're panicking. There's this virus out here. And so he's always been a loner as well, a bit of a wolf, right? A wolf pack, right? For the most part, they go their own way, right? Mm-hmm. And entrepreneurship, CEOship is a lonely path because not everyone takes it. There's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of unknowns. There's a lot of what's going to happen. we crossed paths again. We reached out to each other about April, May of this year. And we met up, and I said, how you doing? He said, great. I said, how are you, dude? I said, great. He said, you look good. I said, you look good too. Again, another brief encounter, April. Then I reached out to him finally in May of this year. And I said, Ryan. I said, Armando. I said, how you doing? He said, doing great. He said, I've been waiting for your phone call. I knew that you'd reach out to me. And I said, me too. And I said, Ryan, I'm ready to go. He said, you sure? I said, I'm ready. He said, okay. Made a meeting, and we met up again at his house, and that was May of this year. We worked together every day. Pull up to his house for about 2 months. In those 2 months, we were blessed enough, and miracles came through, because I think it was divine timing and the right partnership to spread light around the world. That within those 2 months, when we moved into this office here in Houston, where Jesus is as well, we have 4 offices down the hall now as we continue to expand, and it's just been it's been a wild ride. It's been a fun one. It's been an emotional one, and I'm just happy to be here, and happy to share that season of depression and pain and dark night of the soul. It's not forever. You're gonna get over it, but you got to keep pushing. I got more to say, but I want to know what you got to say so far.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, thank you guys that you're watching, and any questions that you got, don't be afraid. Just ask them. Man. There's never a wrong question. We want the questions, and thank you everybody that said hello and say hello to Armando and me. Thank you guys. Man, that's just, now that I heard it, the whole way, because how Orion told me, and that's just like the same thing. Like it just, we don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know who you're gonna bump into. You don't know how, where, how, when, and why, or whatever you want to call it. It's just that it happens. The universe, God, whatever you want to call it.
Organic.
It's
synchronicity and divine time.
And it makes you like, damn, this is amazing. Like the way you talk and the way we're learning, because everybody goes through all of that, man. We're never gonna be perfect. Just get to that period. We're never gonna be perfect, never. So don't try to be perfect. Study and do what you gotta do. And like he said, entrepreneurship and all that ride is tough for everybody. Not everybody wants that. It's a tough route. Sometimes he knows I'm here sometimes to 11, 12,
and a lonely route.
1, and sometimes I'm the last one here. Like I figure it, I'm like me and the other guy Brian is like we're always here last. And
true story.
And sometimes I'll probably come in. He knows I'll come in late 4 or 5, but I come in here and I still gotta be productive, and I'll leave not too late, maybe 8 or 9, but I still make some stuff happen. And you gotta make sure that not all days are gonna be all happy and rainy days, or you're going to close those deals or not, but you're one step closer. You're one step closer. And don't give up. Don't be, because your mind is always going to tell you to give up. Your mind is always going to tell you that, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like I always see it when I sit down here myself, like I depart myself and I sit down in front of it, like I'm looking at myself, but it's my mindset talking to me and telling me, Jesus, what the hell are you doing here? Like, that's not for you. I'm like, just go back, man. Go work 2-3 jobs, and it's like, and I sit down and I like kind of focus on the mindset. And I'm like, no. I was like, you ain't gonna play with me. I pretty much learned how to dominate my mindset. That's what you gotta do. You gotta dominate your mindset. You own your own mindset. But when you fall down, and it happens to everybody, it's just gonna run on you. It's gonna ask and tell you a lot of questions, and you're gonna go crazy. You're gonna be like, shit, like what is going on my head? And that's all the points when is the pain, is the point that you're on the lowest. And that's like when I say one step closer. If you just go ahead and just go beyond that, after that, man, it just feels great. It just feels great. I mean, I know it's, hearing it, and I know everybody goes through things. Everybody has their own stories. But you gotta push that wall away. You gotta push that obstacle away and know that on the other side, whatever you want to see, if it's greener or whatever, there's something out there that you might not know, but it's out there. It's out there. But if you decide that your mind is gonna control you, and you just say, "Oh yeah, 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 yeah," then you're not ready, and it's fine. It's like he said, there's seasons. I knew when I wasn't ready. There was a lot of signs for me that they were big in front of me, and I never took them because I guess I wasn't ready. I mean, let me rephrase that. I don't guess. I knew that I was telling God, it's like I can't. I like it's not the right time, or I don't feel like it was then. Just recently, with COVID happened, that's when I jumped in full time. That's when I saw the signs again, and I said, "This is it. Like this is it."
And what an amazing year you've been having, have you not?
Yeah, yeah, and it's crazy, because I know it feels sad, like they disemployment and all these people not having jobs and all of that, and I saw that when I was looking at the bigger picture, and I was like, man, should I jump? What if? And I was like, just asking again, and I said, oh, no. I mean, God already put you those signs, and you know it, and I gave the chance to me to be like, let me give 2 more weeks where I was working, and let's see if I still feel it, because I want to make a bigger difference. I wanted to make a bigger impact.
You felt something more.
I felt something more inside of me, but I gave myself a chance to stay there where I was. And the next week passed, and I couldn't. I said no. So I sat down, talked to the owner and the director where I was working at the daycare, and I told them what I was feeling. And I said, I've been doing this for a long time as a hobby, but I already found what it is mine. I said, I'm very thankful and grateful that y'all had me here. I know the kids are going to miss me. They love me. And they're like, but I got to go. I need to make this bigger impact, if I stay here, I'm never going to make that difference.
You got to follow your life's purpose.
Yeah. And they got up and, gave me a hug, and they thanked me, and I said, you got to do what you got to do. And the doors are open here. And that's what I like about me, that I learned something, that everywhere I work, I left the door open. I never jumped out and for me to, be cussing at the manager or the owner and don't have that door and have that door closed. I always left it open.
You never burned the bridge.
I never burned the bridges. I always leave it there. And then I go visit. Sometimes I go visit to the old jobs that I had back in the day, dude. Back in when I was 19.
And they still like to see it.
Yeah, and there's still people are still there. Like there's some people that are still there working as a waiter, dude.
Wow.
And they see me. I'm like, what you doing this? And then I explain, wow, so you made a big shift. I'm like, and I asked them, so what are you doing? Yeah. I mean, I knew that they had that passion of being there, but I said, guys, man, it's been a long time. Do you want to run a restaurant? And I make them think bigger, because you have to think bigger. Don't matter what people tell you, you got to think bigger, step back and see your picture. Just like we're seeing right here, you step back, it's like a movie theater. You're seeing your life happening right now and putting in the puzzles. Damn, I met this guy. It meant to be this. How can we collaborate? Or how can I put him there and there so they're going to make money? I know I'm not making money, but somehow in there, some shit is going to happen.
Right. And it goes back to, each one help one. And spread love and light across the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're saying, growing up in the world that we do, we all go to school, we get conditioned at a very young age, right? College, corporate job, this is what you want to do. If you want to be successful, this is the way. And it's very cookie cutter, right? And it creates a very cookie cutter society and mindset as well. So for the very few that push hard enough past that pain and past the unbelief and carry the hope and faith and the light to create their own universe, to create their own reality, those individuals, which everyone has the potential to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one of you guys watching has the potential to do anything and everything that you want to do, but it's not going to be easy.
Mm-hmm.
You have to push through. But it's those individuals, again, everyone has it, that break through, that end up collabing with each other, helping one another out, because they understand the fundamental truth is it's not easy. And above that, it's about helping each one out and spreading love and light to the world, because the world is in a lot of pain. The world is suffering. The world needs more light. The world needs more guidance. The world needs to see more people breaking through the veil and paving their own path. And we got to show the stories that it's not easy. It's painful. It hurts. But you can do it. 100% you can do it.
Yep. It's a tough road. And like we said, it's not for everybody, but everybody can do it. Don't be, there's always going to be the haters. There's always going to be family members or your own mom or your own dad, and you can't, what are you doing? Like, you were there great, you had safety and all that. Now you don't got nothing. You back to zero and starting, but you don't got no cap. Nobody, I'm not worth $13 like where I was working with somebody. Oh, here's $13 an hour. Now there's no cap. Some days you might make $13. Some days you might make 1,000. Some days you might make 5,000. There's no cap. There's no ceiling. So, but that's up to you how you want to go out there and push yourself. And again, you gotta end up figuring out how you gonna meet other people. How are you gonna collaborate? How you gonna talk to them? It's not only about going out there and making sure that you want to close a deal because you see them and they got money. You're like, oh, I gotta get that deal with them. No. You gotta first do the first steps. And I know everybody's mind is like, but we gotta eat, we gotta pay. Shit, no, we gotta eat, we gotta pay. We all gotta eat, we all gotta pay. But if you get that mentality of just money, I've been there. I used to be in that situation when my mindset was just money driven. That shit ain't gonna get you nowhere.
That's scarcity.
Yep.
You have to live in abundance. Tap into the abundance frequency.
Yep. I was watching a podcast from another guy today. Like they were interviewing a guy. He's gonna be here too. He's a multi-millionaire. He's 25, and he sent me a message yesterday, and because I sent him a voice message, he's like, dude, I fucking felt the power in that message. He's like, that's your shit right there. That made me like, dude, like when he told me that, I like my energy went above and beyond that at night when I was here till 11. And he said, I want to meet you. I want to be in your podcast. I want to give value to others because I'm young and I know what I went through. And I was watching that podcast asking him questions. How did he go through his story? And I was like, it's just like, guys, everybody goes through it. No matter what age you are, you got to break the barrier. Just like he said, he had a good ass job, but he left that job because he found that he needed to go that route and he had to start from zero.
That's right.
And it hurts and it's tough because you're going to have your mom. Like you said, my mom says, you crazy.
That's right.
You crazy, man. They were paying you right. Why are you going?
That's right.
But I always say, your mom is your mom. You're going to love her. I love my mom. I know we love our moms to death. But we are our own character.
Right.
And we're living on an earth of the world that technology and everything is going too fast.
That's right.
It's not, they left their past. Now we're like in the shit, man. It's like, you see it, computers, tablets, and now you can do everything on your phone.
That's it. And I have to, please forgive me. Somebody's right here at the door. I just got to open it for him. It's going to take me less than 30 seconds. I'll be right back. Be right back.
No, you're good. I'll step. He'll be back. Go
right
ahead.
Back.
He'll be back, guys. But like I was saying, see, it's all about the story. That's why I created the podcast. My podcast is a storytelling, but still between the storytelling, you will know who they are, where they went through. See the little stories. He has a lot more stories that another day I'm gonna interview him again about his deep story like mine. Like my daughter, that's my deep story, that my deepest why, my success. He has something the same thing like me, not with the daughter, but something that happened through him that it was like created that pain, that trust, that he just went out there and decided to move forward that wall, to create his own life, to create his own self-image. And all of us, guys, we can't do that. All of us. You may see me here, man. It's just, man. And some days you probably see me cry on some of these podcasts because I still grasp my mind. I have so much freaking knowledge. Hold on a second, guys. Let me open the door for him.
All right.
I forgot that the door was closed.
No, hey, please forgive me. See, we're here live, right? That's how you know it's a live show because we just had a client walk in for a closing that we're doing, and they didn't have a fob to get in and have to let them in. So please forgive me. We're back, focused. Thank you. This was.
Oh yeah, man. When you left, I was telling the audience that I'm gonna get you back in because you have that big story just like mine. While you hurt yourself, the pain, just like you see my little daughter. That's my success. That my deepest why. That's why I'm doing this. She's the boss. I'm just here working the podcast. This is me, but it's all for her. And he went through a story like that. It's a longer story, but we'll definitely get into that in another episode.
We went through a similar story.
Yeah, we went through a similar story and very similar. So, but that's gonna be in another episode that we're just gonna get into that topic. That's it. Today was just knowing who is Armando Ramirez, and it's just like I was telling them, like, man, I look at this stuff, dude, and I'm like, you just left, and I told them there's some days that I'm gonna cry in the podcast because I see the damn camera, and I was like, I invested on that. That's a professional camera, has 4K and everything. That we're going on a camera live that it's crispy, and I started from my Logitech camera that is right there. Don't get me wrong, everybody uses that. Even the people that are making multi-million, they use a little camera because you don't need to have things that are, super perfect or anything. You can do it with whatever you got. Your phone, you can start anywhere, man.
Just start.
Just start messy. That's it. Start messy. Who cares? I used to be that kind of person that I never started anything because I wanted to make it perfect. I just wanted to let you know that was me at the beginning. Before when I started my mindset of how to be an entrepreneur, I was like, I have to set up this, I had to set up that, and then I'll wait till next 2 weeks, and then I'm gonna start, and then it will never happen. I will never start. I was like, oh shit, I need this, you don't need none of that shit. You just gotta start. But I went through it, and I just want to tell you the experience that I went through, and I did it at like him and I, like did it until I'm like, what the hell? Like, why am I not starting? Why am I not doing it? Why do I have to be perfect?
Procrastination.
There you go.
You got blockages holding you back, beliefs that are holding you back, thoughts that are, can I do it? Can I not do it? I want to do it, but why am I not taking action? Listen, massive action is the key to make the universe or universal energies start working behind the scenes on your behalf, to start manifesting like magic the things that you want to create in your life, in this time, right here, right now. So procrastination's going to get you nowhere. Like you said, you don't need the fancy camera. You don't need the office. You just need to, 99% of it, showing up. Show up, start taking action. Universal energies will work behind the scenes on your behalf to manifest the desires that you want. But the thing is, your intentions have to be right. You have to be doing it with love and for the better purpose of humanity. And that's really what we keep going to do here, is that it's all about love. Everything. Love's the only thing that exists. Love, friendships, the rest will follow. Don't chase the dollar. Those are legal tender. It says it on the notes. It's just a promissory note. Only real wealth is held in gold and real estate. So find your purpose and find where you can bring value into the lives of others, many others across the world, or the ones closest to you. And when you find how you can bring that value, money will follow. Don't chase the money.
The money
chase the purpose.
The money will chase you.
And make sure you're doing it with love and good intention. And you're going to be successful. Very successful.
Yeah. And he's right. And you're going to ask right now, oh, crap. What happened? The camera just went out, dude.
Oh, shit.
Oh, there he goes. Hold on. It's the battery is about to die, so let's finish up.
Okay.
All right. So,
Close it out.
Yeah. Oh, come on, dude. Come on. There he goes. Come on. Hey, I know y'all can hear me. The camera is coming back. We're going to just finish it out. If it comes, I hope it comes back there. Hold on a second, guys.
All right, that's live.
That's what happens when you go live, guys.
That's live. Raw, so they know we're real people. And what do? You keep pushing.
You keep pushing. Yep. Change the battery back. I know the battery is about to die. Let's see. Move your hand.
There it goes.
It's all good.
It's all good.
Now I know. That's why we go live. Now you made it. That was not a mistake, but look what I'm gonna do right now. Where's this shit right here? Oh, sorry about my language. Where it's the cam and mic. Then we're gonna go here, and now I know. And then we go here, and then we're gonna finish it up right now. Ah, freaking! I can't do that. Ah, that sucks. Okay. Hey guys, can y'all see me? I know y'all can see. And you only able to see me because the camera died. But I'm gonna pass it to him right now. Because if I bring out the Logitech camera, it's gonna take some time to put that out. But we're gonna finish up right now. Hey, it's live. It's at the end of the day, things happen. Now I know that I gotta charge that camera more because I know it didn't finish charging the whole way. So now I know I gotta charge it. Not only that, I'm gonna invest on that other cable that I can connect it and it doesn't die at the same time when we're going live. But hey, shit happens, man.
I love this. This is raw. This is natural. I think the audience needs to see that because you can't fail. This is not a mistake. I think it was meant to happen. Remember, everything in divine time. And so glad you guys have been watching us. The ones that have, the ones that have watched this after this was recorded. Hope this brought some value and shed some light on your life. Jesus Ortiz, thank you so much for having me. It's really an honor for you to have me. Oh, you moving the camera. There we go. And so just know, guys, just keep pushing. Don't give up. Don't stop. Know that you're special. You're made for a reason. You have a purpose. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here on this planet at this time, in this time of the world and what's going through. So just know, spread love, spread light, stay positive, work through the shadow parts of yourself, the negativity, the depression, the parts that aren't so nice. Keep pushing. We're going to keep shedding light on everything. And Jesus, thank you so much. Love every single one of you. Y'all be safe. Have a great rest of your day. And we'll be back for the next show.
Did you hear that, guys? We're going to be back to the next show. Hey, man, shit happens, man. Shit. Now I know that I got to charge the camera. And now I know that that the camera, maybe I don't have to go out the whole full hour, 36, 38 minutes. And we're good. That's what you need. We put out the value. But we test it today because this is the first time that I'm actually using that camera. I always use the other camera because it doesn't have batteries. It's a Logitech camera. You can go at any time. But right now, I'm just using the camera from the computer. But now we know. And I hope that you enjoy every single thing that we said at the beginning. And I hope that you get it. The people that get it, that when you go live, shit happens. Trust me. Things before I've been going to other lives.
Perfect example. Right? Shit happens.
Shit happens.
But you keep moving forward.
Yep.
There's no problem. You just find another solution and you keep going. So what?
So what? So now you know. You keep on watching it. This still gonna go audio. So everybody that watching the audio gonna be like, what? This is cool. But the most important thing is the value. It's what we said, what we push out there. If you get it right, if you don't, that's fine. It's not for everybody. There's so many podcasts out there. Like I listen to so many, and I listen and I write and I listen and I apply it to whatever I can do it in all aspects in my life. So do the same thing. Either you share it, it's gonna help somebody out there, or either it's gonna help you. It don't really matter. But go ahead.
No, and the more you listen to it, the more you come on and support the podcast. Listen, it takes about 90 days to reprogram the subconscious mind. Because remember, we're all running programs. We've been conditioned from childhood. We've been conditioned through the school system. And that's the human that's produced that for the most part lives in scarcity. For the most part believes certain truths about work and careers. And this is the way to go. And this is the only way. Listen, 90 days minimum to break the program in your subconscious mind. The more you listen to these podcasts, the more you listen to reprogramming the subconscious mind videos on YouTube or wherever you can find them, the faster, the better, and the easier it's going to be for you to move forward and to create the universe that you want and to create your own reality. Thank you so much, Jesus. We'll see you guys next time.
God bless you guys. My boy, Ramirez, Armando Ramirez. He'll be back. Trust me, we're going to tell you the really true story that we both went almost at the same time. And I love you guys, everybody. I know that more people are showing up right now, but hey, y'all hashtag replay, and the people that are still alive, thank you. God bless you, and you have a blessed weekend. And the day's not over. Whatever you're doing right now, do it. Whatever, if you're starting a business right now, do it. Just, what did we just say? Right? Just start.
Just start.
Who cares? You're starting to doing a podcast like me. You don't got the camera or anything. You got this, man. That's it. You got the phone.
Take action.
Take action. Who cares if people, that looks messy. Who cares? You are giving value out there for others. That's the most important thing.
It's all the value.
Your boy Jesus Ortiz and Armando from the Push Power to Power Show. We are out.
Much love.
Much love. Thank you.